The Price is Right once got in hot water for giving away a treadmill to a contestant in a wheelchair. What's the problem? They can use it like a clothes rack, like the rest of us.
The Garage Comedian.
It's a beautiful day for a joke.
Who doesn't love a good game show? Am I right? Huh? I can't hear you. That's right. You know it. That's right. Does anyone know the longest running game show on television? It's Jeopardy, followed by The Price is Right, and then The Wheel of Fortune. I actually auditioned for the Family Feud, and my cousin Lisa was on the Newlywed Game. And though I love game shows, I could do without those generic introductions when they first come out. You know, like he's a software engineer from Roanoke, Virginia. She's an accountant from French Lick, Indiana. Let me say on behalf of all Americans, we don't care what you do. We only care what you do, meaning on the show. Can you solve a puzzle? I mean, seriously, when's the last time you found yourself jumping on your couch like Tom Cruise rooting for the facilities operation manager from Minneapolis? Just give us a fun fact about each contestant on the way out. Something we can rally behind, like this guy once got 2 speeding tickets in an hour. She won $10,000 on a scratch ticket, and he has a bad case of IBS. Who do you have, Speedy, Lucky, or Stinky? I used to watch all the classic game shows when I was homesick from school when I was younger. Yeah, being homesick reminds me of Lipton Ring-A-Noodle Soup, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, and a whole slate of game shows. There's actually a new game show that's about to sweep the nation. Here's a sneak peek of it right now.
And now it's time to play America's Worst Impressions. And here's your host, Barrett Bry. Hello and welcome to America's Worst Impressions. The rules are very simple. The Garage Comedian will do an impression, and you have to guess who or what it is.
He's playing D&D. She's playing D&D. Everyone here's playing D&D. Hooah.
This has been America's Worst Impressions.
But long before there was eHarmonyMatch.com and Plenty of Fish, there was the dating game and Love Connection. Remember those? The dating game featured 3 prospective suitors who would be peppered with hard-hitting questions like, if you were a salad, what kind of dressing would excite you? Ranch. We'll have a one-night rodeo. It'll be a hog-killing time. Geesh, I think Billy Bob missed his calling as a motivational speaker. That guy would really get you fired up for the big game, wouldn't he? Then there was Chuck Woolery, the first guy that made it really cool to slide into a commercial break. We'll be back in 2 and 2. In the Love Connection's first run, they did not feature any same-sex dates. But when they relaunched the Love Connection in 2017, hosted by Andy Cohen, they finally got around to doing that. That's since been off the air now. It only had a 2-year run. But if they were to do a relaunch of the relaunch, I'm sure now we'd see transgender dates. It seems like the big hot topic these days is gender. Everyone seems to be talking about gender. I actually went to my first gender reveal the other day, and I was expecting to see a pink balloon or blue exhaust or something. I didn't see anything. Afterwards, I ran up to Kevin and I said to my buddy Kevin, I said, well, what's going on? What's the gender of the baby? He said, oh, we won't know the gender for years. This was just a baby shower today. You won't know for years? What? We're raising our baby gender neutral, which they call a baby. A baby? Yeah, that's a baby without a known sex. So you won't know the sex of your own baby? No, he said, we'll know the genitals, we just won't know the gender. Right. Okay. That way they can select their own gender, the one they most identify with, when the time's right for them. So I could actually be coming back for a gender reveal several years from now? Yes. Okay. All right. Until that time, I'll just put cash in a card for birthdays. That should work. So I mentioned back in episode 6 of The Garage Comedian that I auditioned for America's Got Talent back in December 2018. There's the link to that episode right above. But before America's Got Talent, there was The Gong Show, which debuted back in 1978. The Gong Show was an amateur talent show which featured 3 celebrity judges and 1 enormous gong. And when someone wasn't very good, you know what was hit. Boom! The bell tolls for thee, Nesbeth. Chuck Barris hosted The Gong Show, and he also created the dating game and the Newlywed Game. Look at me, dropping knowledge bombs. He may go down as the worst game show host of all time. He always looks so disheveled. Looked like he just woke up from a nap. He reminded me of that Peter Falk character, Columbo. Oh, just one more thing. One thing I always appreciated about The Pyramid Show, hosted by Dick Clark originally, was how as time marched on, the purse increased. It started out as the $10,000 pyramid, went to 20, 25, 50, 100,000. Yeah, the show kept up with the rate of inflation. Unlike my birthday cards during the 1980s. Starting in 1980, my Nana gave me birthday cards with $20 in it. But during the 1980s, there was an average rate of inflation of 5.82%. So come 1989, that $20 could only earn me $13.12 worth of goods and services. My Nana loved me less with each passing year. Though she did send me home with some find government surplus food. The peanut butter was my favorite. Yeah, that transformed my knife into a spoon. It's hard as a rock. But I'm joking, I love my Nana. And before she left us, she left me with 2 guiding principles of life. She told me never be wasteful and be pragmatic, but sometimes those 2 worlds would collide. Like when you go to the grocery store and they'd be running a deal on 2-liter bottles of Pepsi for 99 cents, let's say. But all you need is a 20-ounce bottle. But they're gonna charge you $1.29 for that. And you know you would never finish off a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi because it would go flat before you'd get to the end and you'd end up dumping it. So if I exercise the pragmatic side of my being and I purchase the 2-liter bottle of Pepsi and I get more for less, well, then on the other side I'm going to be wasteful because I know I'm going to be dumping it and Nana wouldn't like that. There's going to be a conflict. Oh, I need a life coach. Okay, all my friends and family, another episode of The Garage Comedian is in the books, but don't worry, I will be back in 2 and 2, plus 167 hours, 57 minutes, and 58 seconds. Woohoo!
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more funny videos like this, click the subscribe button. New episodes launch each Monday. The more you know.